Sri Ramakrishna was resting. The Marwadi devotees had been singing bhajan on the roof. They were celebrating the Krishna festival. Arrangements had been made for worship and food offering. At the host's request, the master went to see the image. He bowed down before the deity. Sri Ramakrishna was profoundly moved as he stood before the image. With folded hands, he said, "O Gobindo, thou art my soul. Thou art my life. Victory to Gobindo. Hallowed be the name of Gobindo. Thou art the embodiment of Satchidananda. O Krishna! Ah, Krishna! Krishna is knowledge. Krishna is mind. Krishna is life. Krishna is soul. Krishna is body. Krishna is caste. Krishna is family. O Gobindo, my life and soul." Uttering these words, Sri Ramakrishna went into Samadhi. He remained standing. Ram Chatterjee supported him. After a long time, the master regained consciousness of the world. The Marwadi devotees were about to take out the image. The offering of food was to take place outside the room. The master joined the procession of devotees. The food was offered with arati and music. Sri Ramakrishna fanned the image. Then began the ceremony of feeding the Brahmins. They were seated on the roof. The master and his devotees also partook of the prasad. Sri Ramakrishna took leave of the host. It was evening, and the street was jammed as before, with people and vehicles. He said, "Let us get out of the carriage. It can go by a back street." Proceeding on foot, he found that a betel leaf seller had opened his stall in front of a small room that looked like a hole. One could not possibly enter it without bending one's head. The master said, "How painful it is to be shut in such a small space." That is the way of worldly people, and they are happy in such a life. The carriage came up after making the detour. The master entered it with Baburam, M. and Ram Chatterjee. The younger Gopal sat on the roof of the carriage. A beggar woman with a baby on her arm stood in front of the carriage waiting for alms. The master said to M, "Have you any money?" Gopal gave her something. The carriage rolled along Burra Bazar. Everywhere there were signs of great festivity. The night was dark, but illuminated with myriads of lights. The carriage came to the Chitpur road, which was also brightly lighted. The people moved in lines like ants. The crowd looked at the gaily decorated stores and stalls on both sides of the road. There were sweetmeat stores and perfume stalls. Pictures, beautiful and gaudy, hung from the walls. Well-dressed shopkeepers sprayed the visitors with rose water. The carriage stopped in front of a perfume stall. The master looked at the pictures and lights and felt happy as a child. People were talking loudly. He cried out, "Go forward! Move on!" He laughed. He said to Baburam with a loud laugh, "Move on! Go forward! Move on! What are you doing?" The devotees laughed too. They understood that the master wanted them to move forward to God and not to be satisfied with their present state.